Good morning, everyone. Pedro here with another live stream. Today is Friday, September 23rd. Sorry, guys, I had a little bit of technical difficulties, although we are still good on time. Welcome, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button below and hit that notification bell so you get notified every single time we're live. We are live every single day, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. So let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. We got it. So we're going to begin shortly, guys, so just bear with me. We've got the news here. There's a little bit of news that we had. It's quite the news that we had overnight. Some Euro news, some GBP news, and then we've got some CAD news at 8:30, as well as some US news at 9:45. So busy day, as well as even more news at 2 p.m. So busy Friday, which is good. And then you can see that gold also finally broke below this ranging area here, so that's pretty cool. So anyways, we're gonna start off soon, guys, so just give me 1 second here. I'm just gonna update everything here for the video. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We're gonna begin shortly, guys. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, excuse me, guys, because I get allergies in the morning. I don't know why. It's always in the morning. Then afterwards, I'm fine. But it's just in the mornings. Welcome, guys. We're gonna begin shortly, guys. Thank you so much. We're just about to start, so welcome. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys join the family and hit that notification bell as well, guys. So we are going to begin. Also, smash that like button for me, guys, if you enjoy these live streams. As you know, we're here every single day, Monday through Friday. So let's get it, guys. Let's go. All right, guys. So we're gonna begin. Let's get it. I got everything we need on my end. I'm just going to. Okay. Are you guys able to hear me? Let me know in the chat box below if you're able to hear me clearly. And let's get started, guys. So we are looking at gold overall. We were stuck in this range, as you guys can see on the 4 hour. We were arranging, kind of consolidating within this ranging market. You could see that we've got the top of the range here and the low of the range. We had a strong move to the downside. Overall bearish sentiment for gold. Let's take a look at the daily here, guys, and see kind of what we can expect. Okay, kind of zoom out. So actually up to the weekly, that we can have some target levels here. So overall for gold, my next target level that I'm potentially looking where gold could go and at least react. I mean, price will probably stall as it goes down. We have to be aware of that, right? But let's say like the next major key level that I'm probably looking at would probably be this area over here. Because we could see that price in the past has respected this level multiple times. You could see resistance, support, 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 resistance, and support. Not only that, for some reason that the Bank of Canada has been raising rates like crazy. And in fact, gold has reacted differently. It's funny because as the Bank of Canada has raised the rates as well as in the States, sorry, keep forgetting we're not just in Canada, but I'm talking about in general. As the economy, the American economy, and the states start raising the rates as well, that actually has affected gold. Gold has reacted negatively, and so they're saying that they're still planning on doing some even more rate hikes. So this is going to affect it even more. So that's something that we do have to keep in mind, guys. Eddie, welcome, Eddie. Yo, had a rough night, lost 350. Oh man, that's crazy, bro. Remember, always manage your risk, man. Always manage your risk. Um, Damn, that sucks, bro. It's all good. New trading week this week. So yeah, so stick around. You came at the right time because I mean, maybe not today because Fridays I don't usually trade, but if I see something, you guys know I will let you know. So we caught one really good trade yesterday and three good trades on Wednesday. Wednesday we had a really good day. So anyways, let's continue on. So now that we could expect gold to continue to push bearish to this area here, then we can expect to look for sells. Now, another thing that I want to factor into, you can see that these highs over here, gold failed to create a new higher high. So over here, right? Let's focus just here, this area here. Okay. Over here, we were trending to the upside. We then had a major pullback to this level of structure here where we're retesting right now. Then price came back up and tried to create some sort of another high or a newer high, and it failed. So to me, seeing this kind of like double top on the higher time frame, or this sort of like, you know, price just rejecting this level of structure here, is an indication to me that right now gold does not plan on pushing to the upside. You know what I mean? It is at a level of support where price could comes back up. It could, if it respects this level of support, we can expect that. But unfortunately, it didn't respect it, so we just broke below, right? So if it let's say, however, if it would have held this level of support, we would have kind of been in this kind of range area. Okay, this right here, this would have been a range area in the market. Give you one sec, guys. See this? Something like that, right? Right. So that's something to consider and understand, right? So this is the overall direction. This is kind of the overall idea as to what price could be doing. Okay. Um, but I'm not saying exactly that's what would have happened, but it's just an example. Okay. Are you guys with me? You guys understanding exactly what I'm explaining here, guys? Let me know in the chat box if you understand what I'm saying here. Give me one second, guys. Just gonna update something here. Gosh, Peter's mad slow right now. It's weird. All right, guys. So let's continue on. Welcome, welcome. Couple more people diving in. So we're going to look at the daily. So now that we understood where price could potentially go, okay, I'm going to erase this here. That was just an example. We come up to the daily. We now understand that, okay, the daily is super bearish. And the daily is piercing through, excuse me, this level of support, which was respected multiple times in the past. So we know that this level of structure, let me just mark this off here. We know that this level of structure is an area of significance. Okay. Major level of support. Okay. So I'm going to leave those notes here. Okay. Because it is a major level of support and it is a level that has been broken. Okay. I wouldn't say there's a possibility of fake out. It's pretty obvious that price was actually holding this level of support here. That's why there was this indecision here. We were ranging for a bit and then we saw price melt, right? So now that we're seeing that and seeing this on a daily, if we see the daily close like this, then we can definitely expect a continuation to the downside because this is the daily candle. Narrowing it down to the 4 hour, we could just get an even more clear vision. But what I'm expecting short term wise is that gold could, excuse me, range for a little bit here and then continue to push to the downside. Could retest these highs, but it'll probably do it like very like a little wick and then it'll continue to go down. Just overall bearish sentiment to be honest with you guys. So it seems like price is starting to stall a little bit. We could see some sort of a little range for gold and then we can expect a breakout to the downside potentially after a little bit of an exhaustion phase for gold, and that's what we can look for. We know that in the higher time frames that's what we're expecting. 30-minute, 15-minute, yeah. So it's just kind of like a waiting game at this point. Let's see how much of a push we got here. Yeah, got over 300 pips. So we're definitely gonna exhaust for a bit. So I see kind of gold doing something like this for a little bit. Right? And then we could probably expect it to finally go down. Could come back up a little bit and then something like that. A little bit of a complex pullback or something like that. Right? Could be some sort of like a wedge pattern. Right? We won't know, but this is kind of what we could expect. All right, guys? Hey, Adam, was good, was good. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the family. I mean, you're already part of it, but I mean, hope you have a good morning. Just going over gold, kind of what I'm expecting for gold, what I see for gold potentially doing. We had that strong momentum push to the downside. Okay, we had price kind of coil, potentially exhaust and potentially coil up, and then we could see a continuation. But this is kind of what I'm expecting for gold to do. Just kind of hold this level of support, kind of range for a little bit, and then we can expect a continuation to the downside. Let's move on. Let's look at US30 and USD JPY. Look at the charts for USD. Oh, hold on. I'm doing a video on USD, so I'm not gonna clear the charts just yet. Yeah, so let's stick it out with what we have. Damn, USD JPY is super choppy. No, not only this, but we actually had, okay, so we got a break, we're getting a retest. You know what? Despite it being a little bit choppy here, we are on the 4 hour time frame, but to me, what I see is a strong momentum push here. So we can see that a strong momentum push, right? Very strong momentum push, broke to the low or the beginning of this wedge pattern, which is usually what we expect. Price came back up slowly. Okay, it's now retesting this level of structure here. So I want to point this out here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This level of structure over here. Okay, are you guys with me? So now what I'm expecting, let me clear this here for a bit because we expected price to range, which it is doing that right now. So now what I'm expecting is price to kind of range within this area here. Give me 1 second here. I'm expecting price to come down here, range, retest this high once more. Could retest it 3 times, we don't know, right? And then, actually, let's go back here. So it could form some sort of double top here. Let's eliminate this actually. Hold on 1 second here. Something more like this. Price could do that. Double top, melt. Right. Kind of what we could expect for US30. If that happens, sorry, USD JPY, not US30. If that happens, then we know that on the higher time frames, if we get a break below this level structure, especially um this level structure here, we can look for sells. Or if price comes down here and then it comes back up a second time on the higher time frames, like even the 1 hour or the 4 hour, then we can look for sell positions at these highs because to us, this is a much less risk and or a better entry to get an up here, right? We could do like a 45 pip stop and we could target just this lows over here, which is 101 pips, right? Mind you, I know we're on the higher time frame, but I'm just kind of showing you an example, knowing, hey, the 4 hours looking bearish, 4 hour came back up to this level of structure, and then this is kind of what we're looking at. Then once we get a break below this level of structure here too, then that's even a further confirmation that price is going to continue to go down and retest these lows here, right? But we do have to see, because we are kind of pulling back now, some sort of a slight range. So like I said, price might create some sort of a double top on the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame before we can start looking for potential sells for USD JPY. That's kind of what I'm expecting, guys. Let me know in the chat box if you understood that explanation for USD JPY. Let me know. Also, smash that like button if you enjoyed that explanation. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking at for USD JPY and how you look at the markets, right? You always want to understand, okay, this is what I'm looking for. Example, I would be looking for sells anything at these highs over here, okay? We'd be looking at sell setups at these highs, right? Because my risk would be much less than it usually would be, right? So sell setups there, right? And then sell setups below here too. below this level of structure here. That's where I'm looking for sell setups as well for USDJPY. And mind you, we're on the higher time frame. So right now, I'm gonna clear the charts here because it's choppy. There we go. So if we go, so we're on the 4 hour, if we narrow it down to like the 30-minute, we get an even more clear picture, right? Look how price is rejecting it almost right away, right? So we'll see what ends up happening. I think, like I said, it's going to range for a bit, probably retest these highs once more. And then once we see it retesting these highs, and we see some sort of a bearish candle form or something like that, like a strong bearish candle, reject this level of structure here, this resistance area. And this is a strong indication for me to get in on a sell, because then I'm managing my risk. I'm not risking too much if price does end up pushing to the upside. But really, really cool way to look at the markets, guys. Hope you guys are understanding that explanation. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys, give me 1 second here. All right, guys, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back, okay? All right, guys, I'm back here. BB, what's good? What's good? Welcome, welcome. All right. Yeah, not sure what's going on. It's really slow. BB, let's go. We've got Chetan. Hello, hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Awesome. Excited to have you guys this morning. It is Friday morning. We had a solid week. We had really good trades on Wednesday. We had 4 trades yesterday. Wednesday, 1 trade yesterday. Actually, 2 trades yesterday. One live and then one I sent through the Telegram. Um, but yeah, solid week. Had a solid week, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome in, guys. Welcome to the channel. Just gonna turn on my camera again. All right, so yeah, so that's what we were looking for USD JPI. At least that's what we can expect, guys. So let's continue on. So the Australian odd US, we were looking for sells. Okay, let's zoom in here. We're on the 1 hour time frame. We were looking for sell setups below this level of structure. You can see my notes here. Look at my arrows. Okay, guys, look at my arrows. You see that arrow there? Do you see this arrow here? Look at what price did. Look at my highlighted box here. You see that box? It's a highlighted area, and price literally respected this highlighted area and melted. Okay, you guys see exactly my analysis there, right? So I was expecting price to come back up, which it did. It came back up to this level of structure and rejected it almost immediately. Came back up, retested, tried a second time, failed. You guys could see that for odd US. I know that I mentioned it was overall bearish. That's what we were expecting. We were just waiting for a perfect, a little bit more of a perfect entry. But I did say some people could get in if they wanted to. If you wanted to see how we were able to spot that trade, you can always watch the live stream. It is always posted online on my channel. So you can always go back as reference if you want to figure out how we were doing it and kind of just go from there, guys. All right, so let's continue on. One second here. All right, guys, so let's continue on here. So yeah, so we saw that price was going to melt. That was my overall bias on odd US. You guys can see that price melted exactly as predicted. Pretty much hit our target area. This was a kind of a major level here that we were looking at, and we saw price reject this level of structure. So really clean setup that ended up going in our favor. So let's continue on. Let's take a look at GBP odd. Okay, GBP odd, we finally got a breakout of this range. Let's take a look at the 4-hour, guys. So we got a breakout of this range, which is kind of what we were expecting. You guys could see my arrows here, right? We were expecting some sort of a break to the downside or a break to the upside. So we got that break to the downside, which is good. Let's take a look at the daily just to make sure there's kind of where we could target. Okay, so we've already spotted that out already. Potential area where price could go. So this is kind of an area where we want to be looking for where price could be heading, as well as the next area I would say for GBP odd would probably be, I kind of see GBP odd also reacting around this level of structure, potentially around here. Could be an area that we could target. So let's see what ends up happening. So yeah, so that'd be the next target level. Let's move it down to the 4-hour. Okay, and then so we are getting a breakdown. What are we break to the downside? So let's see what we could expect here. So we got that strong momentum push. We are expecting some sort of an exhaustion or pullback or retest. Better yet, that's kind of what we're looking for. So the next retest area I'm kind of looking for is around here at least. Again, price is not going to most likely, after a push like this, come all the way back up and retest these highs over here, but at least come back around to this level of structure here and create some sort of a range. But we've got to wait and see on this pullback. So probably next week we'll be looking for nice clean sells for GBP odd, guys. Lots of great sell opportunities for GBP odd this coming week. Obviously, like price is gonna take a little bit of a break after a strong push like this. We could see here on the 15-minute, we could expect price to create some sort of pattern like this, something like this, come back down, double top probably, or triple top or whatever. But this is just for example purposes, guys. Okay, any continuation to the downside. Something like that, all right? So we could expect some sort of a exhaustion phase range area here before we break to the downside, okay? But overall sentiment is bearish for GBP odd. That's kind of what we're expecting long-term wise, and then we'll be able to sell all the way down here. And then we're talking about a range just to get an idea. Over 284 pips. Okay. So just that area alone, there's still lots of potential to make money, and I could see that we could take advantage of the markets next week as the week comes by. So lots of opportunities, guys, to take advantage of the market. So if you guys enjoyed that explanation for GBP, guys, smash that like button for me. I really appreciate it. As you guys know, I come on live every day here for you guys, so really appreciate that. If you guys can smash that like button, let's get it. Good morning. Hey, let's go. Michael Cook, let's go. Hope all is good, brother. Yes, everything's good, man. Thank you so much for that nice comment that you left me on my video that I posted yesterday. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that have been a part of this entire journey with me in the channel. So thank you. And my goal is to be able to help you guys and provide as much value as possible. So let's continue on, guys, here. So yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking for GBP on. We finally got that break to the downside, which is what we wanted. We just got to wait for that, exhaustion, that kind of pause that the market's going to take after a strong push like this. And we can expect a continuation to the downside. So Let's move on. Let's take a look at GJ. What ended up happening with GJ? Perfect. We had a break of structure. Same thing. All British pairs look weak. We had a break of structure below this level area here, and seems like price did respect this level here. So we got the pullback. Obviously, my arrows are further out, but we got the pullback, and then look, price melted because price had a strong momentum push. We expected some sort of a pullback to this level highs over here, and then a continuation to the downside. So similar thing happened once we came to this level of structure here at the lows. Let's go up to the 4 hour because this is a little choppy, guys. That way you're able to see it better. So yeah, so this looks much better. Actually, let's go up to the daily. Yes. Okay, so this gives us a good broad idea as to what to expect. We are finally piercing below this ranging market for GJ for quite some time, guys, because we've traded within this range. You guys know that. We've taken a couple trades and stuff like that. So we're finally trading below this level of structure here. So this lower level of the range. However, we are currently pushing down to this level area here. And you can see that actually in the past, price has respected this area that it's touching base right now. Even like most recently, you can see it's a resistance, 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 support. And I'm just going to highlight this because maybe you guys don't see it, or for those of you that can't see it too well. You see what I'm saying right here? You see how price has respected this level of structure here? We've got resistance, 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 support, and now this could be a potential support. Now, this could just be a level where price is saying, okay, this is where I'm going to take a break and pull back and then continue to push down to the downside. Yes, that could be a possibility. So this is kind of what I could expect for GJ in the coming weeks or in the coming week, short term wise. Expect GJ to slowly, okay, slowly come back up, react, break below, retest, continue to go down further. Okay, something like this is what we could expect for GJ. Okay, nothing's going to be perfect or exactly how I'm explaining it, but it could be some sort of a bearish flag formation, something like that, or some sort of a wedge pattern formation. Okay, now we can finally get a break below this area over here because it is a significant area as well. Look at it in the past, right? So something to consider, guys, for GJ. But if we do get a break below, we are going to be looking for nice clean sells. Short term wise, though, on Monday, we may be looking for buys. I'm just letting you guys know we're going to be looking for buys. We're going to be looking for some good opportunities to get in the market and take advantage. After a push like this, we're definitely going to expect some sort of an exhaustion, and we can start looking for buy setups, guys. But long term wise, look at this bearish flag, right? This is kind of what we can expect for price to continue to do. That's kind of what we're looking at for GJ right now. Even 30 or 15 minute, I'm not really seeing anything right now, guys. It's not really looking like any trades for GJ at all, especially after a move like this. Look at, you can't really trade anything like that. So let's be smart traders as we are, and let's grind it out and be disciplined, guys. That's all about being disciplined. You guys know that. All right, Nicholas, let's go. Good morning, bro. Good morning. Happy to have you guys. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, Nicholas. Morning, Michael. Let's go. Chetan, VV, Adam, Eddie. Let's get it, guys. All right, let's continue on. Smash that like button, by the way, if you enjoyed that explanation on GJ. That's good. The markets are aligning. Everything's looking good for a good, solid week yet again for this coming week that's coming on. And you know what? Let me know in the chat box if you guys want me to do I was thinking we should do videos, probably like on Sunday, where I could do like a video breakdown. So like, kind of like a weekly outlook type of thing. You know what I mean? Where kind of I do this every day anyways, but like, you know, something where I'm like, okay, this is what I'm expecting for this week. I'm thinking of doing it Sundays, uploading them on Sundays, every Sunday. On top of obviously the live streams and the 2 videos I do a week on trade overviews. Um, but I'm thinking we'll see. Yeah, man, these allergies kill me. I don't know why. I didn't have allergies before. I don't know if it's like the change of weather here in Canada. But the allergies are brutal. I don't recommend it to anyone. It's it's funny enough. It's just in the mornings, and then after the morning passes by, you're good. Like during the day, but like you start getting like a runny nose, and like your nose is all clogged up, and you're just like, ugh. Anyways, guys, let's continue on here. So yeah, so that's what we're looking for GJ. GJ looking like it finally could be continuing to sell. Now, however, also I will tell you guys right now, something to keep in mind, okay? Yes, we did break this range. We broke below this range, which is good. We finally, you know what I mean? But we could also expect price to do something like this, okay? You see what price did here? It broke this area here. It kind of looked like a head and shoulders pattern formation. We're like, oh yeah, you know, direction's changing for the markets. Yes, but look what price did almost right away, right? Not right away, but like within that same week, price slowly came back up and then wicked back in, right? Pushed back in. So we can't entirely be predicting the market and be like, yeah, it's going to be for sure sells now. No, anything that's going to tell me for sure sells would be below this level of structure here. I want to see this level of structure break, and then I can see for sure sells for GJ or GBP odd or a continuation of all these British pairs. Okay, because for all we know, price could come back up the way I put it up here, and then it could just pierce above here, and then we're back in this range. So there's lots of possibilities, right? So the only reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of people say, well, price is starting to push back up. It's coming to this level of structure. I'm going to start selling. Yes. But you also have to be very cautious that price could continue to go back up. You always have to look at like confirmations, right? You look at your confirmations, look at the candles. Is a candle looking very bearish? Are we looking like we're getting a lot of wick rejections? Sorry, not wick rejections. Are we looking like we're not getting a lot of wick rejections and prices creating a lot of bullish sentiment? You know what I mean? Um, and that's gonna, that's where you're gonna realize and be like, okay, this is a strong indication that price came to this level here, and we're not getting these rejections. We're getting actually, a lot of pushes above this level, like here, right? The bulls were in trying to take control, and then you could see that we were failing to create um, stronger bearish candles, and we were creating some higher highs and higher lows. You can see it here. If we kind of zoom in even on the 4 hour time frame, you'll be able to see it a little bit more clear. You can see that the bears were a little bit weak. They tried to push price down, but they failed. They tried again, they pushed back down, and then they failed, and they created a higher low, and then price finally broke to the upside, right? So it's always good to understand what the candles are telling us, what story they're trying to tell us, and that's going to help us dictate and be able to get in properly in a trade, guys. Look at the market the right way. Okay, let's continue on here, guys. Welcome. Let's go on to the next pair here. GBP US, same thing. So GU, we're looking bearish. Yeah, really bearish, guys. So right now for GU, we really just have to wait it out, guys. There's there's no history, there's no level of structure that I can kind of base it off of. 500 pips. Yeah. Okay, so let me see here. Sorry. GU is bearish. I needed to hold some sort of level support right now because it's not helping me out right now. So after this strong move, once we start seeing price kind of calm down, exhaust, we can then expect some sort of a range. And then we can just kind of wait and see what price does. Overall, really freaking darn bearish. Um, we'll see what ends up happening, guys. We could expect some sort of, let's say, it holds this level of support here. Okay, then we can kind of expect price to come back up, range a little bit, and then continue to sell. Depends what price is going to do, right? We don't know yet. How we do it, guys. Let's go. Welcome in, guys. Welcome to the family. You got a couple new members joining in. Don't forget to hit the little notification bell, guys, because that way you'll know when we're live. I know that we go live every day, Monday to Friday, but we also do surprise live streams in the evenings and even sometimes on the weekends when we do a breakdown overview. So make sure you guys hit that little notification bell, okay, guys? Happy Friday, guys. Welcome. Hope you guys are having a great day. All right. Did you guys understand that explanation? If you did, let me know in the chat box below and also smash that like button for me if you did understand that explanation, guys. Let's continue on. We're going to continue on here on Euro USD. So we did get a push to the downside to this level of structure. I did have sell setups lined up here so you guys could see that. Okay, let's narrow this down here to the 1 hour. I think we were looking at some counter trend trade here to the upside. Yes, I did mention that. All right, so let's see here. Let's take the fib. This is probably a level where I see price come back up to this level structure here. We could expect price to kind of exhaust after we push to the downside. We did get that strong momentum push. Okay, we are at this major level of support. We want to see price kind of range for a little bit. Potentially could come back up to these highs, but I don't think it'll go that high, to be honest. So we'll probably see price kind of range for a little bit around here. Once we start seeing kind of some bearish overall sentiment, we could look for a retest of these lows, and then we can kind of see what price could do. Let's kind of go up to the 4 hour again. Let's see. Look at the daily. Yeah, so it seems like this is actually a level of significance. So I actually don't see price going down any further for Euro US. It's a major low here, guys. It's a major level of structure here, and we've been trending bearish for quite some time for Euro US, so it's been super weak. The euro. So yeah, I mean, honestly, we could probably expect some sort of double bottom, some sort of reaction here. But what we need to know is that this level here, this highlighted blue area, is a major level of support. This is in the past, you guys saw it's a level where the euro dollar has respected this level in the past. Okay. So now what we know is that this is the level of major structure. We're not going to break through easily, right? It's going to probably range for a bit. We can expect some sort of a pullback at least to this level structure here, okay? And then potentially price could range within these levels here. And we're talking about quite a big range here. So this area here, we're talking about 180 pips, okay? This area about 100 pips, and then let's say this area over here, we're talking about 71 pips, right? So we can get into trades here, guys. We can narrow it down on the 30-minute. If we see, so for example, on the 30-minute or the 15-minute, I will let you know. See, this is starting to look like a double bottom pattern formation. This is the neckline over here of the double bottom. If we could see some sort of a strong bullish candle break above this level, I could target these highs over here for a 42 pip gain and put my stop loss down here at, like, let's say 15 pips, right? So nice quick trade. I know it's not as much pips, But if you're doing like heavy lots, you're doing one lot size, that's $420, right? If you do two full lots, you're talking about $840 in a matter of a couple less than a couple hours. You know what I mean? So this is the type of opportunities we want to look for, especially when we know we're at a major level of support. We start looking for buy setups. If price comes here to these highs, right? We can look here in the history. Look, price respected this level here. Support, 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 support. Price pierced below, and let's say price comes back up here. We could buy at the lows and sell at the highs. Once price comes up here, if we see a rejection of this major level structure here on Euro US, we can then sell price here as well too, right? We want to see major levels though. I mean major rejection levels here. We want to see price actually reject. We want to see bearish candle sentiment at these highs, and then we could probably even get on sell opportunities as well, right? So, however, if we get a break above this level structure, then again we would target the highs over here, right? And lots of great opportunities as well. So that's kind of what I'm looking for Euro US. It's been super bearish. We got that strong push to the downside, as you guys saw. And so now we can definitely expect some sort of an exhaustion phase and kind of go from there. Now we are at this low here. We could, yes, we could start from here as well too to try and catch a little bit more pips. Actually catch about 71 pips. Set our entries here. Set our stops just below this level of structure. That could also be a possibility, but we also have to understand that double bottoms not always are confirmed until we actually break the neckline. Okay, that's something to be aware of. So price could just come up slightly, right? And then kind of start trading sideways and then retest the bottom once more. So you're kind of stuck in this trade and you're like, oh man, what am I doing? Right? That's what happens when you get into certain trades where you're stuck in the trade thinking that it's going to go down or thinking that it's going to go up. And then the trade just ends up ranging, right? Those are horrible positions to be stuck in. So keep that in mind, guys. Let me know in the chat box. Are you guys understanding this? Are you guys understanding this explanation? If you are, smash that like button for me. I really do appreciate it. It lets me know that you guys are understanding these explanations and that you enjoy and appreciate these live streams. So let's go, let's go. All right, so let's continue on here. A couple more members joining in. Welcome, welcome. All right. So let's continue here, guys. Let's continue with our explanation, but on to Euro JPY. So Euro JPY is pretty choppy, to be honest. Not my ideal type of market I want to be trading in, but overall, we can see on the higher time frames a much clearer picture. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. I like what I see here on the higher time frame. So we did break below this level of structure. We were trending to the upside, and we did expect, as you guys can see, we had the pullback here, and look at my arrow here. We were expecting overall the direction was going to go down. We just knew that. Obviously, the market could do anything at any given time, and you saw it was super bearish, and it just ended up melting almost right away. Price did retest, but it did spike here and created this huge wick, which would have stopped anyone else, to be honest, even if you would have got down here, unless your stop loss was huge. We are forming some sort of a double bottom at this level of structure on the 4-hour time frame. So to me, that's quite significant. What I want to see is price reject this level of structure here. Once we see price hold and reject this level of structure, if we can see some sort of a bullish candle start forming to the upside and a break above this neckline, we can then expect a continuation to these highs over here. However, I do want to see, let's see how much of a range we've got. Oh yeah, so we've got quite the range. This is what we want. We've got 56 pips potentially above this neckline if price respects this double bottom pattern formation. On the 1 hour, it's much cleaner. And even then, like some people, like I said, you might do a little bit more of a heavier risk, but like stronger entry, and you can kind of set your targets above here. So above the neckline, that's about 87 pips, and then you can set your stops below here. Below these wicks candles over here, so that's about 35 pips. Stop loss, 2.5 risk reward ratio, 30-minute, You know what I mean? This could be a possibility as well too, but I just want to see a strong bullish candle. I don't want to just get in on a trade just to get in because it seems like it's a double bottom, right? As a trader, you have to see all the probabilities, right? Like we have to also consider that price has to break above kind of this support area here that becomes resistance. This does seem like a support area. You can see that price used it as a support area quite a few times, right? So we need to see kind of price pierce above this level first before we can kind of for sure confirm that okay, price is going to most likely retest these highs, right? Um, but we could get in on an aggressive entry here and then target the highs over here. So essentially like the neckline per se of this trade, like kind of like target 140, 224. That would be like a target area here. And then, yeah, so like get our entries here, set our stops just below. So about our stops could be like 30 pips, nice and tight, and target about 106 pip move. I don't really see that happening like very, very quickly in one day, but I could see it happening maybe all of like, Sunday evening, potentially up until like Monday. Could happen though, you never know. So let me know if you guys are understanding what I'm seeing here, guys, for Euro JPY. Do you understand what we're expecting here for price to do? Give me 1 second, guys, here. You guys with me? You guys understanding the explanation on Euro JPY? Let's go, let's go. Smash that like button if you did understand that explanation and you enjoyed that explanation, guys, on Euro JPY. Lots of potential, lots of pairs with lots of great trade opportunities lining up. I feel like we're gonna have another good solid week this week that's coming up, guys. So let's go, let's go. Yes, Michael, let's go. All right, guys, just give me 1 second here. All right, guys. So that's pretty much what I have lined up there for Euro JPY. Let's take a look at CAD JPY. Take a look at the higher time frames. Give me 1 sec. Let me turn on my webcam again. There we go. All right, so CAD JPY, we have been kind of in this range and then it faked out, came back up. So what we're kind of seeing here with CAD JPY, it seems like it is respecting this level of structure, which is good. What I'm expecting is, you can see my arrows were already there. It's the same thing. I'm expecting a pullback. So potentially price to retest at least, I would say at least probably retest these highs over here. However, we could be creating some sort of a bearish flag. So it looks like we are kind of slightly forming that. We don't know yet though. We could expect some sort of a bearish flag, potentially come close to these highs, wick, and then that would be the last of it. And then we expect a continuation to the downside. But we don't know, right? We just got to let price do its thing. But we could see if price does respect this high here and then comes back down, continues to form that bearish flag, then we can expect a continuation to the downside. And we can expect a similar move that we got here. Further down. Just don't know how high it'll go, so we could probably just like to get an idea, right? So see, See that this was another target area, so we could probably see price come up. Yeah, spot on. Something like that. You guys see what I'm seeing? This is CAD JPY, right? We're getting that strong momentum to the downside. We're getting that bearish sentiment on the higher time frame. So this is a strong indication to us that, hey, you know what? Maybe price is failing. It did break this kind of like upwards trend here. And so we can definitely expect a continuation to the downside. Obviously, we have to exhaust. That's why price, I don't think, is just going to continue to melt. It needs to kind of range a little bit, exhaust, and then we can expect a push to the downside and retest these lows over here. That's why we had it marked out. And funny enough, that same move that we had to the downside here, if we kind of level it off from here, that's a same exact move, this level of structure here. So you know, does it mean it's going to happen 100%? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? You guys know that obviously trading is all about probabilities. We want to maximize our probabilities of where the market could go, right? And minimize our risk as much as possible. So that's kind of what I was looking at for um, CAD JPY, guys. CAD JPY also has some proper trade opportunities kind of in the works. So we'll keep you guys in the loop. Guys, if you're new to the channel, guys, also make sure to join our free Telegram group, Blessed Traders Academy. You can join the Telegram, and you guys can know when we're live. But only that, also any questions you have, you guys want to know, be a part of the family there as well too. So make sure you guys click that. The link will be in the video description below. And also follow me on all my socials on Instagram, Twitter, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, etc. All that type of stuff. Facebook too. We have a Facebook group which is pretty solid as well too. So if you guys are a Facebook user as well too, we've got a Blessed Traders Academy Facebook group as well too. But the one that we're mainly more active on is the Telegram group. So I'm gonna actually put just the you guys for you. Also, guys, if you don't get a chance to watch over these live streams, all my live streams go live on the channel. So you can always go back and watch any of the live streams that we've had. We had some pretty fire live streams on Wednesday and Thursday too, because we did catch some good trades during this week. So feel free to go back and watch those live streams as well as a new video I posted yesterday as well on Euro USD. So make sure you guys watch that as well, guys. I think I'm gonna be probably coming on live tonight as well too, guys, to support you guys and just kind of look over some stuff. We can kind of do like an outlook live as well. Any questions you have, and yeah, so that's all we have for today, guys. I'm gonna call it a morning for now. I will let you know if I do end up coming on live later today. I do have a few things I have to get done, but I wanted to come on live as always. You guys know I'm here every single day, Monday to Friday at 7 a.m. So thank you so much, guys, for joining in. I appreciate you guys, and I will catch you guys until next time. Thanks so much. Bye for now.